Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing TT Isle of Man 3, Right on the Edge. So this is my very first experience with TT3, and we're using Glenn Irwin on board the Honda because I'm a big Glenn Irwin fan and I have to use him. I think he's fantastic, so I'm going to just give you first impressions of this game so far. But before I do so, I would like to give a massive shout out and a big thank you to Dead Good Media for providing me a code of TT3. Big thanks to Jake for getting in touch, and here is my first impressions of TT. Now, if you have played Rims Racing before, then this game will feel very familiar. If you're jumping from TT2 up to TT3, this could feel rather strange. I found that TT2 and 1 didn't really have very good bike physics. The bikes didn't feel that sort of intuitive and really that good. The bikes here feel great. They do feel really natural, very solid, very planted, and you can trust the bike. I'm still learning, this is my first experience, but I really like the way this bike feels. I think it feels really good. I'm a bit cautious on the brakes in a few areas. I'm not fully confident with the turning, but the majority of it, after I've configured my controls and made the configuration my way, I do really like it. As we get extremely close to the curb there, that's one thing I want to give a massive thumbs up for, is the collision detection in this game. You can go extremely close to a wall, a bush, a shrubbery, or even another rider without actually making contact, like you would in real life. Now, I know in past you can find in some games where you get close to something or someone and you both collide, even if visually you haven't touched. But what I can say about TT3 is you can go really tight to the apexes, you can touch the bushes, and you're not going to crash. So, big thumbs up for that so far. Of course, I will have a full review coming very soon, but for now, wanted to release my first impressions just to show you guys how the game looks and how it feels, but most importantly, how the game feels. And as you can hear in my voice, I'm excited for this game. It feels good. I'm happy with it. It's nice. I'm really enjoying it, and honestly, I'm ready for the challenge. Now, the first things I did was obviously change the controls, but I also removed the racing line. I am not a fan, but as you can tell, I probably need it. But I'm happy to go without and just try and learn the tracks myself. This is Clip's course, so it's a bit of a shorter version. I did originally jump in and try and do one of the biggest and longest tracks, or basically the full version, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time to release this video for tonight, so I've had to try and find a shorter track and also find a rider I like, which, to be honest, we like all of them, but I'm a big fan of Glenn Irwin, as you know. So it made sense to me to just choose this combination and just give it a try. But what I'm looking forward to is making guides on this game, giving some pointers, tips and tricks when I improve. But for now, the most part I'm looking forward to is just getting better. It's just to put that effort in, learn the tracks, learn the bikes, learn the handling, learn the physics, and just have a great time. Because I appreciate that my riding right now doesn't look great, but it also doesn't look bad. But I tell you what does look great, and that's the graphics. This game ran without a hitch. I'm playing on 4K 60, I always lock the frame rate to 60 with adaptive refresh, and I've had absolutely no issues. The game looks smooth, feels good. I'm happy to say that I'm really enjoying this, and I cannot wait to make more content for you this week. So guys, if you're interested in seeing more of this, and if you're waving your arms like a wacky waving arm inflatable tube man, then definitely hit the subscribe button and stick around the channel a bit some more, because we are going to be covering a lot of TT3 within the next upcoming weeks, so definitely get yourself on board. And of course, hit the like button as well. It does help out the YouTube algorithm, so yeah, I would appreciate that. But honestly, the first impressions are great, and obviously first impressions for every game is massive, so if you do have a good time in your first experience, you're more willing to come back. And my only concern for this is going to be, obviously it is a large learning curve if you're not a bike fan. If you're a bike fan in the sense of watching the TV or watching the races, but you don't play the games, then this could be quite the challenge. Now, I appreciate some people are probably going to be wanting to just jump on the game and have fun, which I guess you can do with the assists and the settings and some of the aids that they have enabled. I personally turned everything off, so I'm going quite raw. But for you, if you're new to it and you want to experience it with a bit of a helping hand, you can do so. But I'll be covering all that in the upcoming weeks. And I've gone wide there, I've gone onto the curb, I've gone down. Oh, I got a little bit confident, I got too cocky, and I made that big mistake. Well, that's my first crash, that's not too bad. Of course, that's the first crash on camera. I did have a couple of crashes off off camera, of course, as we get caught onto the rumble strip there and trying to break in nicely for the apex of White Bridge. Not bad. So, yeah, as I say, I'm getting caught up. So one thing I did do in this one as well, is I do need to give you some information on. I left the AI at the hardest difficulty. I wanted to understand how difficult they are going to be. Now, we're going to see at the end of this video, I'll have a look at the time trial and see where we finished, but for now, we've crashed, so obviously that doesn't help us. We've lost a significant amount of time there, and if we're not careful, we're going to crash here. Going into the left-hand side for the nursery bends, completely locked the front then and locked the rear tyre. Couldn't even move. That was someone just a bit too aggressive on the DualSense controller. So if you are wondering, and if I didn't mention already, I am playing on PC. So, of course, still probably looks as good on any console, really. It's a very well-optimised game. It runs smooth. Options to change. First thing I did was turn motion blur off, so, of course, if you're not a fan of that, then you're welcome. If you are, then apologies. But we go into now the final part. There's, right on cue as well from earlier, the collision detection. Look how close we got to the wall there without crashing. That's important, and I love that. But for now, that's going to be my first lap of the shorter version of TT for the Clips course, and I don't think we did too bad, but considering how much time I've got left for today, I'm going to have to end it there, and hopefully I can provide you more content tomorrow, day after, and many, many more days. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Let's quickly check out the time trial results. So here we are back into the results screen, and as you can see, yes, of course we struggled. We weren't going to be top, but 24.5 seconds, or excuse me, 25 seconds behind Dean Harrison. We're a little bit far behind. We've got a lot of work to do, but the more we experience this game, the more we learn, the better we'll become. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Consider becoming a member of the DrAce pit crew if you want to join the team, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.